ask your child this. What is the nicest thing anybody could say about you? What is the nicest thing anybody could say about you? And I guarantee you'll be shocked probably at what they say now as compared to what they say when they're in high school. Right now, it's about stuff. It's about being. It's about who they see themselves in as a reflection of others. My brother said, I think it would be nice if people said that I'm honest and fair. He's a lawyer. I'm honest and fair. I'm like, that's good. I would like people to say I have a good heart. I may miss it a lot, but that I have a good heart, But if somebody says, oh my God, you look great today, sometimes that means more to me than if somebody said, you have a really good heart, because it's more important to how I come across than it is what I am on the inside. And I'm afraid that's where we are because of social media with these kids, because it's always, what do I look like? What do I have? Where am I? That's more important. So, leading into that, is it more important to post the picture just right than it is the experience? If you ask the child, which would be more important, to go with your friends and have a great time with no phone, or to post a picture of y'all doing whatever, which would be more important? What do you think your kids would say right now? It's more important for my friends to see that I'm having a good time, maybe. If they were being honest, don't you think? Yeah, they'd probably go, oh yeah, Mom, it's way about the experience, and then roll their eyes, But again, I think these can be good lessons for us too. Is it more important about me getting the right picture of my kids on the beach when the sunset's going down? Or is it more important for me to be with them sitting in the sand and us talking? Is that more important? What's more important? If you ask them, name some non-negotiables about yourself. You might have to explain what that is. But what are some non-negotiables about yourself? Could you name one non-negotiable about yourself? I could name some about mine. I can name some about me. Some I'm not, great with, but I'm working on some pretty good boundaries, being a therapist. And so that is a piece of work too, because I lose those boundaries a lot. But, of having really good boundaries of non-negotiables of, I go back to James Clear, identity-based. This is who I want to be, I want to be a person who does not judge other people. I want to be that person. That's going to be a non-negotiable with me, and I work really hard. I think that we all have ideas about things, but I'm hoping that I will meet everyone where they are. I want that to be a non-negotiable for me. I don't know if I'll ever get there, but it's a work for me. What are your non-negotiables about you? Talk about something you know to be true. Remember that word, true? Talk about something you know to be true about you. Something that brings you pride and something that may needs work. We are not talking about what they do. We are talking about who they are. What is something that you know to be true about you? You're going to get a plethora of things, and you're going to have to remind them. They're going to go, well, I take out the trash every day, Really? That's what we got about something that feel true about you. We want to know, we need to start this conversation of who am I? Remember, okay, we're identity based, And I think something that may need work, this keeps them humble, this keeps them vulnerable of things of I want to work to be a better person. Talk about something that you feel so strongly about that you would take a stand. What would cause you to take a stand? Because I'm telling you, we are in a period where they are chameleons. If this person does this, oh, I do that. Or if this person thinks this, oh, I do that. Or if this person's wearing this, oh, that's what I wear, right? Of what would you take a stand on? Would they be an upstander and not a bystander? That's hard to say. But I'll tell you, the time to start thinking about it is now while you still have them under your roof and you can have conversations with them. And I see this a lot in my office. We tell kids what to think. We tell kids how to feel. You should do this. You should think this. I want you to do this. And then it becomes about what you think and what you want. And what we want is for them to identify, what do I think? What do I want? What's a good person that looks like Cindy Wiley? What am I? If I'm going to be a good person, it's not about what a good person Dale Wisely is, or I want to be like Dale Wisely, which I do, but it's, what does it look like in my frame of reference? Not that it has to do with somebody else, because that's the resiliency and the strength that's going to carry them through when you're not there. And discuss the difference between goals and identity. I think that is James Clear doesn't have a book for children, but if you read that book, you're going to glean some really great things from him. I'm running out of time, so I want to use this story, and I use this a lot too. There's an old story about a man who was in his garden, and he was watching the cocoon, and the butterfly was trying to come out, and the butterfly's, hitting its wings, flap, 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 and then it gets tired and it stops and it sits down, does whatever butterflies do. It gets, tired, and then it starts over and it does it again, and it does it again. And the man's just watching. Empathetic as he is, he feels so sorry for the butterfly and what it's all having to go through and how tough this is to get out of this cocoon, that he pulls out his clippers. And he clips just a little hole in the cocoon, and he's like, oh, now this butterfly can come out and it doesn't have to work so hard, And so finally, butterfly beats, just a little bit more, and it comes out, and it's got this swollen little body and these limp little wings, and he can't figure out what has happened. And so he goes in, gets in his encyclopedia or his Google or whatever, and what he finds out is that what creates the wing strength and the shape of the butterfly is it has to come through that little hole, and it knows exactly how big the hole has to be, because when it comes through that little hole, it squeezes all the water out of the cocoon and puts whatever strength and water into their wings, and that's the way they are able to fly. It is only through coming through that hard beating of their wings and through that little hole that they become able to be who they're supposed to be. You think about that for a minute. I think about it with adolescents. I think about it for every adolescent that's in my office. Those are my people. They get a bad rap a lot of times, and I've seen some sassy ones in my office. But I'm telling you, they are fighting to do just that. And again, we have zero idea what their life is like on a daily basis. We have zero idea what they see going up and down these halls every day, or what they see on video or any social media. We have zero idea. But what I do know is that with the right support, and not enabling, but with the right support of, you are good, you are a good person, you are a fine person, and I'm going to tell you why. You may not have been included, but I'm going to tell you that you are a fine person because I saw you do this today. And don't blow smoke, don't make things up, but remind them of the virtue and the value that you have seen in them. And then go back to those questions. What do you like about you? What is good about you? This is a difficult time, but I'm telling you, if you let them beat their wings, if you let them fail, if you let them fail, if you let them not be included, if you let them be the 8th grader who does not have the phone, you are going to find a child who has fought their way out of the cocoon and has a great, great life ahead of them because they are resilient and they are leading off with knowing who they are. It's taken me a long time. I still don't know who I am, and I still find myself doing things, and I'm like, that's not me. I don't do that. Why did I do that? And I'm still working on that. But I'm telling you, we have the opportunity to give these children what they need. But it's going to take a lot of self-reflection, and it's going to take a lot of you dialing it back, and it's going to take a lot of engagement in you helping them find out what their identity and value is right now in this time and space. I thank you, and I appreciate all you do with these great kids.